What I want is mercy, not sacrifice. What is easier? Of course, it is sacrifice, even if it is costly or painful. We are ready to do anything that does not touch our convenience and comfort. The nature of relationship to God changes if we place God in a retributive system. It will be of numbers and measures. We perform a number of offerings, sacrifices, fasting, and then God ought to give blessings that we ask. It is a consumerist transaction in nature. God's blessings are not like a salary to the things that we do or perform. God does not want to play a child who is pleased and happy when it is given some chocolate or something is told very nice about the child. Nor does God want to be a sympathizer who approaches us in favor when we take up some pain for God. We often act well as if we are very faithful to God only to create an expectation of wonder and miracle and miss the presence of God that is constantly among us. After all, what is the use of a God who does not do what we want? Such things are offerings of abomination to God, a burden to God, says Isaiah, not because they were not lawful, but because they were heartless. Instead of such vain oblation, what God desires is this: cease to do evil, learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, defend the fatherless, plead for the widow. Even the kind of fasting God wants is something similar: to loose the chains of injustice and release the oppressed, sharing food with the hungry, sheltering the homeless, and clothing the naked. Psalm 50 says, "Let thanksgiving be your sacrifice to God. God will not reject a humble spirit and a contrite heart." Psalm 51 and Daniel chapter 3 say, "Worship happens only when God is known as someone worth, not when God is found useful." Our loyalty to God and devotion is based on a love of God and God's constant presence with us. There is a bond of love and trust. If we can understand this, the loyal devotion will be generated in our relationship with others too, in words, gestures, and attitudes. We can be kind and merciful both to the living and the dead. It must be gratitude and love that motivate us to pray for them, not because of any fear that something may happen to us otherwise. Just like what we heard about the sacrifice offered to God, we get to know the meaning of our relationship to them in gratitude, charity, and trust. There we can experience and express not only the mercy and kindness of God, but the true power of God also. What I want is mercy, not sacrifice. If you have understood the meaning of this, you would not have condemned the blameless.